Hey YouTube, this is Darren. Thought I'd check in with you guys. It's been a few weeks. Actually just got back from home time. Um, Ended up delivering this load, and then went to right now I'm actually in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. The Loves. I was heading up to the where I'll be picking up that tomorrow. But which I was thinking I was going to pick up today, but that's not going to happen. I guess it's appointment only, and they're really strict on the appointments, so I'll just pick up in the morning. But yesterday was fun. When I was home, I had to mow the grass. Apparently, whenever you have people to come out and mow the grass for you, they don't do it. So I haven't been home in a little over a month. Well, when I got home, the grass was all knee high. Surprised I haven't got any tickets from the city. But I had to get that mowed down. That sucked. Picked the worst time of the day to do it too. I was gonna have somebody else come and do it earlier in the day, and they never showed. So when I got out there to do it, it was 90. It was like 99, like 98, 99, 100. I don't know what the heat index was, but it wasn't very fun. Got the backyard done and took a break. I was feeling real woozy. I didn't drink much water at all yesterday. Yesterday morning, which I should have. But when you're working outside in the heat and stuff like that, especially when you drive for a living, you don't really get a whole bunch of exercise. So you really want to be careful and not overdo it. Heat strokes and stuff like that, it can happen. So you always want to be careful. Now, as you can see, I do have another pair of sunglasses. I'm not a fan of these. I like the last pair I had. I like those quite a bit. But this pair here, I thought they were going to be good. But whenever you can see different colors. It's not a straight single color of tint. It's different areas of the like on the inside. It's different colored crap that screws with my eyes. I'm not a fan of that. But since I've came back out on the road, I've went through 4 pairs of sunglasses so far. They just keep breaking. I thought about just buying one of the expensive sunglasses, but I'm not sure. I go through sunglasses quite a bit, but these aren't very expensive. They're real cheap. They're only like $15, but they don't last. So I've been thinking about maybe investing in some higher priced ones. I don't know. I don't really want to fork the money over for something like that to just break in a couple of months. So I have to do some thinking on that. But yeah, all the money I've making so far is just going to the doctor's bills and all that crap. But so far the wife's doing pretty good. She had to go on a special diet. That's different for her. She's got to keep track of, I guess, all the carbs. She has to have a certain amount of carbs per meal. So hopefully everything pans out pretty good. But so far her blood sugar has been pretty good. Every once in a while it's been a little too high, but the doctor said it shouldn't be nothing to worry about as long as it goes back down to normal. But yeah, on home time, this is my first time coming back home since I started on this anheuser-busch account out of St. Louis. And whenever I switched over to this account, I actually came off of home time and switched over from the TCU account. I kind of touched on that in the last video. And now with the anheuser-busch account, as with any other account really, if you need to get home on like a Wednesday for your doctor's appointment or something like that, you want to make sure you're home the day before, or put in for the day before to get you home in time. Now with my home time, I put in to be home on the 18th. I think it was the 18th, September 18th, and go back out on the 20th. Well, I was figuring I was going to be coming home like later in the afternoon, evening, but let's see, I got home around 9 a.m. maybe, yeah. It's around 9 or 10 a.m. So that was nice. Being able to spend a little bit more extra time at home with the wife and kid, and hopefully soon to be more, few kids. But you really want to take your home time if you have a family and stuff. If you stay out all the time, they get real hard with your kids. Now, every family is different, but I prefer to come home as much as possible. It never fails that he always seems to grow so much more when I'm gone. But I am gone for, a month or two at a time. But it's nowhere compared to how long I used to be gone before I had my boy. But you really want to take time out for family. Now, in my situation, whenever I first started driving out, or when I first started driving, I was going over the road, and I didn't have any kids at the time. I had a wife. She finally came out on the road with me. That was nice. That's the reason why I stayed up so long. had no real reason to come home, but I actually didn't really have a home at the time. Got rid of it. It was a lot cheaper. But now that we have a kid and another one on the way, we kind of have to have a home. So right now we are just renting, which we have thought about buying, but we're actually thinking about moving. So if we do end up moving, I think what we'll do is we'll just find a rent house where we're moving to, and give us enough time to find a house to buy. Because if what I'm thinking about doing pans out, then I'll be hopefully moving to Columbus, Ohio, and possibly working on the local account with the anheuser-busch out of Columbus. Now with that one, I've talked with some of the drivers so far, and they really do like it. The money's pretty good. You don't always run your 14-hour clock out. It's usually like anywhere from 8 to 12 hours, which is not bad at all. And you still get pretty good pay too. Now, some of the other stuff that I found out is that some of the other breweries, they do have home daily accounts. That is with Warner. So I mean, that is another option as well, but it's the other places that I've looked into I don't really want to move to. The only place that I found suitable when I've looked into it more and stuff is Columbus. And I don't know why, but for some reason Ohio was someplace that really stuck with us whenever we were over the road. And that's one of the places we'd always talked about moving to, was Columbus. Now there are a few home daily accounts out of Ohio. You got Columbus, and you also got Archbold, and I think even Cincinnati or Cleveland. I'm not positive on that. But with Warner, you do have quite a bit of options to choose from, especially if you are looking into moving. I know, see, with if you're up and around Omaha, there's, if I counted correctly, I think there's about 20 different accounts that you can choose from, and there are actually a lot more in different areas. I think the most amount of accounts I saw in one area was 27. I don't remember where that was at though. Now as far as like the West Coast and stuff, the western states, there's not a lot of accounts as far as home daily out there goes. Most of it's team or like regional stuff from like Denver to, I want to say it was Denver, Salt Lake, and Phoenix. I think it was one of them. But you, depending on how you run and stuff, you can make quite a bit of money on this account. I know whenever I got onto this account, I was making, it's 4 more cents per mile than what I was making on the TCU. And so far they've kept me running really good. I averaged anywhere from 2,300 to 2,700 miles a week or more. Sometimes it's more. Now my paychecks are pretty good. Well, pretty good for me. Others have different financial needs, and me, I'm pretty well maxed out of what I can do. Financially, I'm pretty screwed. We were doing fine when she was able to work, but she hasn't been able to work in a few months, so that kind of screwed everything up. But we're getting through it. Just gotta kind of watch your finances and make sure you don't go in a hole and keep paying the bank all that money. That gets expensive. But can't really think of anything else. If you have any questions or maybe suggestions on sunglasses, something like that, be sure to let me know, because I have thought about, paying the extra money for a good pair of sunglasses that's going to last and not break. The last few, the second to last one that broke, it was the I guess ear rest or whatever, I don't know what you call it, but the arm on it broke. And this last one, actually the center just snapped, and I was just well, the first one broke when I was taking it off. It just kind of broke at the elbow, and this other one I was putting on, it just snapped. But it did kind of hold together long enough to where I can get to the store and get another pair. But that's one thing with me is I prefer to drive nights, so I don't really see a whole bunch of sunlight. Whenever I do, it really hurts my eyes. So I always have sunglasses on during the day. But if you have any questions, just be sure to comment down below and let me know. I'll try and help you out as much as I can. And anyways, until next time, take it easy, be safe. Watch out for all this flooding and stuff that's going on. I know there's a lot of road closures right now. All the flooding and stuff's got the interstates locked up. I know I-29 in States, Missouri. Yeah, I-29 south of Council Bluffs, and then I-10 I think out down by Beaumont, Texas. I used to go through there quite a bit on the TCU account, but I guess that's part of that's shut down, I guess, until they can fix that bridge. I guess two or three barges, I think, broke loose or something and damaged the bridge supports. So that's probably going to be down for quite a while. And the other parts are going to be shut down until the flooding goes away. But anyways, take care, have fun out there, stay safe.